Tell me you have been to a Cameroonian boarding school without telling me you have been to a Cameroonian boarding school. You can eat a plate of food under 10 seconds. You can shower under 10 seconds. And yes, you can have your shower with a 1.5 liters bottle of water. There you have it, a Cameroonian boarding school.
Vanessa.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Vanessa and I'm a Cameroonian lifestyle vlogger. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back to a new video. Thank you for watching and subscribing to my content. So guys, today we have a story time. I'm literally going to share with you guys my experiences while in boarding school, and I'm just going to leave this out there. If you know anybody that went to boarding school in Cameroon, wherever you see the person, give the person a hug. Give that person a hug, because trust me, we have been through a lot, and thank God that we don't look like what we have been through, because it would have just been disastrous. So I went to two boarding schools. I went to Second Baptist College and Pss Mankon. Second Baptist College is like a bougie school. It's one of the most bougie schools in Cameroon, and most of my family members went to Second Baptist College. So when it was time for me to go to secondary school, my mom literally just bundled me and sent me to Second Baptist College because it's her alma mater, it's my auntie's alma mater, and all whatnot. So yeah, guys, it's a Baptist school and it is found in Limbe, Cameroon. I was in Seka for 5 years, and I went to Pss Mankon for lower seat and upper seat. That's the remaining 2 years of school. So yeah, guys, going to Seka, I really wasn't excited. Like, I really wasn't excited going there. I wanted to go to Our Lady of Lords, but my mommy locked me in. My mom locked me in the house the day of Lord's interview. I can never forget this thing. She literally closed me in and she was like, nah, you're not going for no interview apart from Seka interview. And to be fair, I cannot understand what I was writing in that interview. Like, honestly, I didn't try because I didn't want to pass it. But as my mom would have it, I made it in. I made it in. That's a massive question mark, but I made it in. So yeah, guys, going to that school, I was really pissed because, you know, it was not my first choice, but I had to go there anyways. So I was trying to make the most out of my situation. So, you know, from one fresh, yeah, an Ajebota, I was an Ajebota, so they just literally carried me from my parents' house to a dungeon because I was going through a lot in that school. My life in that school did not have direction. I swear, I just had too many things happening to me at the same time. So for one, you know, I get to school and yes, this is a mad experience. Let me even gist you guys. So I get to school from one, and what you do in Second Baptist College is, when you arrive in Form 1, they do this thing where it's just your class and upper seat students that are there. So they give you like a big, we used to call them dulongs. They give you like a big day. You're supposed to call auntie. She's supposed to help you in school. She's supposed to help you, you know, just get settled and all whatnot. So I get to school and I have been given a big, and I also was given, we call them college sister or like college sisters. It's like the same person, you share the same big. And you know, like it looks good, like it looks, oh, I'm happy, this person is actually going to help me and all whatnot. Joke was on me. My big was so quiet. She was a science student. She literally didn't have she didn't even have time for anything, including us. All she needed to do was just study, and she literally just let us live life on our own. So before coming to boarding school, I had like a lot of stories about boarding school food and all of that. And in my bottom mind, you know, I was coming there like a princess, you know, I don't mix with the commoners type of vibe. I was humbled. They humbled me. So I get to the dormitory, you know, everybody's changing for supper because we had like one big, I don't know what to call it, but after supper we had like some sort of what's the word, I don't know the word for that, but I will explain it. So everybody's heading down to the refectory for supper, and since I've heard like so much about boarding school food and I'm not really trying to mix like that, I now pull out my plate and like I put gari, I put sugar, I put granite, milk, all the good things. Usually, you know, you're from one, you just open your trunk, you're just seeing food stuff that your parents have given you. You're in such a good mood, like you feel like you have everything in this life. Yeah, so I garnish my plate and I'm going to the refectory only to be stopped at the door. So our refectory prefect at the time was like, I'm sorry, young lady, you can't go in. And I was really trying to understand, like, why can I not go inside? Because that was first-hand embarrassment for me. You can imagine everybody coming down to the ref with like empty plates, and I'm coming with like a full garnished plate. That type of a, after me. I am at the bottom of the school. I don't want to eat local food. So she's like, your plate is breakable. And like Seka has a thing for breakable plates. You're literally allowed to come to school with either iron or like ceramic plates, but like the actual breakable plates is not allowed. And she's like, she's going to have to break my plates. And they do this thing where they like line up breakable plates on the floor, and she literally walks on it like the Queen of England. So you literally hear your plate going crack, 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 crack. And she told me, I'm going to be nice enough, you know, and just let you eat your food. So while people were in the ref eating, Vanessa was sitting outside drinking Gary. It was hilarious. Like, I could see everybody inside having a good time, and they were giving me like weird eyes. I was sitting outside, just sitting by the door like a dejected child, eating Gary. And after that, I never did that again in my life, you know. So we finished, we entered the ref, and they're trying to, like, you know, do introductions, let everybody get to know everybody and tell us the rules of the school. It's like an orientation type of night. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. It's like an orientation type of night, you know. They're asking people for different talents, what can you do? And like, I remember having this, my one classmate, I don't want to mention names, like she stood up and she was singing this Akon song, Nobody Wants to See Us Together. Mind you, this babe was like proper dark skin, the melanin queen, and like she shaved, since she shaved your hair for going to boarding school, she shaved like Boo Zero, like her skull was shiny. And like I said to you, this babe was using shea butter because her skin was glistening, her head was glistening, and she was this skinny, and she was singing and dancing Nobody Wants to See Us Together, and literally with the movement, so she was in her feelings. Bro, that night was mad. Everybody was laughing. Little did I know that it was the calm before the storm. It's literally, they were giving us one night off now, you know, before we do the real thing. Let's just make people happy for tonight before the whole school comes and everything goes back to normal. So the whole school came, and you know, school starts. That is when I realized that boarding school is not for the weak, okay? It is not for the weak. I take up this college, it just scared me. Like the brutality, my God. Baptist schools and brutality. It's like all these people that were wicked in school, I need to see people outside. I hope this wickedness that people had in Seka Baptist College, that people were exerting on top of most children, people can do it in real life outside. Because there are some people that I need to meet outside. There's this one person, I will not call your family name, but your name is Phyllis. If I catch you outside, we'll settle the score because I don't get it. I'll give you guys the breakdown, I'll give you guys the gist. So Seka is on a hill. It's literally it's full of hills, and it's one massive campus. So you know, you literally have to like run from one places. You literally have to run from one place to the other, and it's even worse because to get to class, you have this really, like, the road to class, my God. It's really long, and it's on a hill. And then what's of all, if you're in Form 5, you have 2 hills. So you have to climb the first one, and then run, and then climb the second one, and still make it to class on time. So these girls here, you know, you're in the refectory having breakfast, you know, everything is going as per usual, and you don't realize that seniors have actually gone out. So the ruling class, they actually go out early, and they position themselves on the hill, just waiting for you guys to finish eating. And the thing with boarding school is you have to be a fast eater. You cannot be slow. If you are slow, which happened to be who? Vanessa. If you are slow, you'll be late for everything, and you will miss every single thing. That is how people from boarding school can manage to eat a loaf of bread in under 10 seconds. That is how we can manage to eat a plate of food in under 10 seconds, because you're literally on the go. Everything you're doing is like fast action. And if you're late for one thing, you're late for the legs. So these people are standing outside and you're eating, you know, small Vanessa is there having time of her life, you know, just chewing and enjoying her food. And I'm forgetting that there are people waiting for me outside. So immediately you finish eating and you step outside, you just see seniors lined up and they start shouting, run up. My God, I wish I can, if I find a picture of Seka here, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. So you just see a massive group of students, everybody in their green uniform, because their uniform for class was green, running. My God, I became Usain Bolt. I became Usain Bolt because you cannot be late. And you're running non-stop and you cannot stop. You literally cannot stop because the pressure. These babes are shouting. Like there's just students pushing you everywhere. So you're literally trying to run to get to class early because if you're late, you're late. They write down your name for latecomers and then that's how you start facing punishment and everything. But guess what? Vanessa was always working punishment. Oh my God, I became a farmer. That school taught me how to clear. It taught me how to dig ridges. Like I became a farmer because my life did not have direction. Like I didn't even know what was going on half of the time in that school. It's like I was there, but I was not actually there. So I was just working punishment for like bare things. But the craziest punishment I could remember is when there was this time when I think I was in Form 5. Yeah, I was definitely in Form 5. And I had worked too much punishment in my 5 years of going to second that the principal told me that, you know what, yours is too much. And we don't know what to do with you. We're tired of giving you potions to clear because at that time I was a pro. You give me a potion to clear in like 1 hour and I'm done and I'll be sleeping in the dorm. And she was like, that's looking too easy for you. Let me give you guys a difficult punishment. You guys, I copied the dictionary. When I'm saying this thing, like I need you people to understand. It's like you don't understand what I'm saying. Go to your dictionary, open A. I copied that dictionary. For each day, it's like if it was 5 days suspension, today I'll copy A. When I mean A, you have like A. Every punctuation mark, you copy it on sheets of paper. So this babe had like, I call the principal babe. So she had like ream of papers that she just literally dumped there, and she's like, today you have to finish the whole of A. My God, that was like the worst punishment I've ever received in my life. Up to date, I don't think I've ever worked punishment like that. Like I just spent my time working punishment. And let's go back to the whole water thing. It's just crazy. It's crazy that most of the things we used to do in boarding school, like if they ask us to do that now, we'll just not be able to do it. And some seniors are just wicked. So they used to give us, some seniors will give you like a teaspoon and tell you to carry water with a teaspoon and fill a bucket. Like who does that? How would you be able to fill a whole bucket using a teaspoon? Like it's crazy. And back to bathing under 10 seconds. Oh, Vanessa. When I remember my story now, it's like I don't know how to convey the emotions to you guys because, guy, I suffered. In boarding school, they steal everything from your pants to your bucket to your uniform. My whole life was just frustrating. They were stealing I didn't own one thing. So you know when you carry water in the night, because you carry water at night to like help you like the next day. You carry water in the night and you wake up in the morning, your water is gone, your bucket is gone. That's how frustration just starts. And there's a massive queue to carry water, and what most people do is they have seniors help them. My big was nowhere to be found. Those seniors that were supposed to help me were nowhere to be found. So guess what? I was frustrated. And now you have to do this thing that they call perching. Perching is like when two people will share like the same bucket of water. So you meet somebody that has like a massive bucket of water and you'll be like, okay, can I bathe with you? So when you wake up in the morning and you discover that everything is missing, that's how you now start looking for who to perch with, who to bathe with, and you now meet like out of the 10 people you meet, 9 of them cannot bathe with you. They will tell you how their water is too small, or how they have this skin issue, or they shouldn't be sharing this and that. So that's frustration. It's either you go back to and stand on the queue to figure out how you carry small water, or you literally have to enter the bathroom and you'll be begging people that are bathing in the bathroom to look for water. I fell under that category. Guys, it's so embarrassing to say it now, but that was me. Like you literally beg, and like in the pressure, since like the bathing rooms are not as big, so you're literally bathing in shifts and you have less than 30 minutes to shower. So the thing is, when you wake up in the morning in boarding school, you have your portion. You have a portion to clean every morning. So you have to do your morning chores, and you have to shower, and you have to get to the refectory for devotions and breakfast on time. So when that doesn't happen again, you're in the rush. So you're in the bathroom struggling to bathe and you're almost late. So there's this senior at the door shouting. She's literally counting 1 to 10. And if you're in that bathroom after the count of 10, your name goes down in the list of punishment and you work the punishment. So literally, there's soap everywhere, there's water everywhere, everybody's in a hurry to just, get done and go back. And when you go back to the dormitory when you're late, you're not allowed to enter. So what most people used to do is they just put their uniforms and everything outside. So if they're late and the dormitory is closed, you will not have to dress outside. But guess what? You can do that and they steal your uniform. Who fell under that category? Vanessa. You guys see, like, my life in that school, like, out of, like, I was just frustrated. I can't lie. I was just frustrated. I just have a lot of embarrassing experiences from there. I have good experiences, yes, but just a lot of embarrassing ones. My God. And then let's talk about this babe that I said I'll meet outside. Seka has another rule. You know what the rule is? And especially for me, who is tall, and I was a growing kid, Seka has a rule where your nightwear is not allowed to be short. So your nightwear must be below knee level. But since I was growing, I bought the nightwear was below knee level though. God is my witness. And I got to school, you know, 1 month after, 2 months after, I have grown taller, and my nightwear was now like above, like just a little bit above knee level. So seniors do this thing where they just come and they're like, okay, stand beside your bed, and they're trying to check what everybody is wearing. And sometimes I think there's a few mistress does that as well. And like I was standing there, like it was just this little bit that was like up. My God, this babe sent me outside, and she sent me outside to kneel down in the gutter. I wish I could show you guys a picture of Seka gutter. That there's like Sparrowjara inside, there's like everything just happening inside, and Vanessa was kneeling there. And the sorrowful part of this thing is, you know, this babe abandoned me, eh? She abandoned me there, and she entered the dorm, closed the door, and she was sleeping. She was sleeping, and I was in that gutter. It was so painful because halfway through the night, I had to wake up, and I was like, okay, she's not opening the door for me anytime soon. So I had to sit on a pail because we used to put our pails and buckets outside. So I just had to sit there and, you know, just wait out throughout the night and hope that somebody would wake up in the dorm in the morning and open up the door. So I was outside in the cold all night while this babe was sleeping on her bed like a baby because my nightwear was just a little bit above knee level. You guys, like, every single time I think about it here, like, I just have the chills. Because what level of wicked, do you know how wicked you have to be to allow somebody shower outside while you're sleeping? That is crazy. It's insane. So yeah, that really blew my mind. Like, at that point, I was like, you know what, Seka Baptist College is done for me. Like, I can't manage it. But I had good times though. I had good times in this school. I really did have good times. Like, we used to have clubs. So I was in the health club. I was also in between club. In between club used to happen on like Wednesdays, and we had like people from out of school joining us, like different schools. And my friends, I had like a lot of friends out of school at that moment. So they always come to campus on Wednesday. They used to just, you know, make my entire week. It was just a really happy moment. And I don't know if you guys remember, if Cameroonian, you should know this magazine, I think it's called Sang. They used to have like lyrics inside, and at the back they used to have like this little story, I don't know what to call them, what's it, stories, visual stories, and we used to act out a couple of those things. And since the people that used to handle in between club were like white ladies, they would take pictures of us and like attach stories here and there, and then we'll sell those magazines for like 100 francs each on campus. That was really great. I like the fact that, you know, I was able to interact with different people. And health club, health club, where we used to, you know, we used to actually leave campus. We used to go to other schools to visit and like speak about health topic and like just sensitize them on, like, you know, this is what you should do and this is what you should not do. To be honest, most of the reason why most people were in that club is just because we wanted to go out of school. And when I mean go out of school, we're actually sleeping out of school for like 1-2 days. We went to Pss Mankon, we went to Pss Mankon. Yeah, I've been to Pss Mankon. We went to Pss Boya. We went to Pss Kumba. Went to a couple of schools, and it was fun throughout. Like, it was just fun just being out of school. I love it, love it, love it. And also, I think one of my favorite days on campus was on Thursday. I think Thursday is when we have manual labor. Like, if you want to take it in the comment sections, please correct me. So after manual labor, which is like hard work, clearing and all of that, but your babe was a pro because of punishment. Yes, I know. I'm not too stubborn. Just a little bit. So yeah, after that, we have some people had manual labor as working in the kitchen. So if you were, and most people that worked in the kitchen were like Form 4 students. So when I was in Form 4, I used to work in the kitchen here and there. And when you work in the kitchen, it's just like the coolest job because you have access to food. And I was chopping. I cannot come and kill myself. So like we used to do like fried fish and like granite soup and like rice on Thursdays. So if you work in the kitchen, like since you're the one, you're helping out with the food, like you're literally just eating here and there, and the cooks used to be generous enough to like give us like the remains of fish after counting, because they count every single piece of fish that goes into the pot, especially when they have to distribute it to a massive amount of students. So the rest they will just give us a share. So you're entering the refectory in that on that day like a big girl. You're entering with like fish everywhere and like people asking you everything, and most times you're already full because you ate behind. So really and truly that was great. And Second Baptist College, we are blessed. We have amazing voices. Sunday service was just the best. To be honest, I don't know too many I don't know second girls that cannot sing. It's like once you go to the school, they gift you with a voice. You get me? Like Sunday school, like it was just beautiful. Praise time was like the best thing ever. We used to sit down and just wait for them to finish preaching because we could not be faced. We just wanted to listen to music and dance. My guy, we had these drums and like we used to use bottles to like form beats. This thing, it looks crazy when I'm saying it now, but trust me, the melody from that thing is crazy. So we had people that were like, you know, drummers, people that loved music and could actually form beats by using bottles, and it was amazing. We had like different dancing styles. You know, you leave first time you're actually sweating because you know you have been dancing since. So that was bomb. I love it. And yeah, oh, at the start of, before I forget, at the start of the video I spoke about using 1.5 liters of water to like shower. Chai, it's crazy. I know it's crazy, but there were periods in schools where we used to have like water shortage, and since Eka is a Buddhist school, we used to have like children whose parents were like up there and they used to complain to their parents and stuff. And since we have children whose parents have connections, so when there's shortage of water, like they used to call in favors, we used to have like this special amphoras called the B that would come with like their massive tanks, full of water, and just come on campus, come and like, you know, help distribute water. Sometimes they used to let us go out of school to go to like the local stream that was beside the school to carry water. That is when you know that people can steal. My God, like you know when there's water shortage and like since they're carrying water from somewhere, everybody's trying to like maximize and just put water everywhere. So they will steal your buckets, they will steal your pail, they will steal your buckets, they will just steal everything. So everybody's looking for how to like make their water last long, and unfortunately that entails stealing somebody's bucket. So during that period, like you know, you're trying to maximize your water and have enough water to use for like 1-2 days. And that's where we started devising this method to carry bathing water in 1.5 liters. So once you carry your drinking water, you also carry your bathing water in bottles. And I'm so sorry, this is so embarrassing. The technique is when you have a 1.5 liter of water and then you want to shower, you pour it on your head, you pour like a little on your head, and the soap that you want to use to wash your body, you put it on your head first. You know, since you're having low cut now and like small hair, so once the water and the soap combines, you now use that, since it's dripping down here, you now use that to like wash your body, and like you use the same method, you rinse from up coming down. So that's how that's how we used to shower with 1.5 bottles of water. It's crazy. But yeah, like not to make this video too long, I had like loads of experiences. Tell me if you guys want a part 2. And yeah, like I told you, like after Seka, I was just exhausted. Like I was tired of the whole place. I needed like a change of environment. So I decided to go to Pss Mankon, which is a mixed school. Seka was a single-sex school, was only girls. So I decided to go to Pss Mankon, which was a mixed school in Bamenda. And you guys, that's where I discovered life. That's where I started living life. Like I entered the school, like back-to-back gist. you know, just good vibes. We're having fun in that school. Like we're genuinely having fun. But even though, like, you know, when you're in a mixed school, you have, like, since you're having guys there, girls are just going crazy. If you talk to a guy too much, they call you a loss. That means you're cheap. They're just having crazy rules that don't really apply in real life. But yeah, apart from that, Pss Mankon was good. The teachers were strict, but there was a way around everything. Trust me. My best moments in that school were like socials in Seka. So socials is like the one night or like the one evening where you guys are allowed to, you know, listen to music, dance, chill. So socials in Seka, we used to listen to like only gospel music. Sometimes they used to give us like a sound system to use, but most times we used to use our drums and bottles to sing our music. It's not really socials when you're singing your music, but it used to be nice, it used to be fun. But in Mankon, I discovered the other way around. Like, we had like a massive DJ booth. We had like the whole setup, like staging, people were just dancing, secular music, like it was bomb. Like, you just see a whole lot of people mixing up, just having fun. Like, the school was fun, guy. It was fun. From like inter-house, where we used to like just intermix between all of us, and it was a mad vibe. It was mad. Like, I loved the school. And for I think the last thing I have to discuss about is like witchcraft experiences. I really didn't have any witchcraft experience in Pss Mankon, and that's why there's just nothing to talk about witchcraft related to Pss Mankon. But Seka, hey, there's loads to talk about, loads. So since the school, when I was going to Seka, they told me that Seka was on a graveyard, that they built the school on the graveyard, so they literally just, you know, cut off the top part of the grave and covered it with soil and built the school on it. So I used to hear like all these witchcraft stories, you know, karashika, flying pens, everything. You know, when they tell you something, you don't really get to experience it until you're in school. My guy, when I went to school, that's when I knew that the witchcraft true exists. True like this, it exists. There was just a lot going on in that school, and we used to have this period where we call like spiritual emphasis, where we have like pastors from all over the Baptist convention. You know, they come from various towns, they come to school, and like they organize like prayer sessions, counseling sessions, and all of it. It's during that time that you start hearing weird noises. Like, you're praying in the chapel, you're hearing dogs barking, you're just hearing bear sound, you know, people being delivered left, right, and center, and you're just sitting in the middle like, share the day will pass. You're just sitting in the middle like, let the evil spirit not come. So at that point, you're in your feelings, like you're praying and binding and casting, like, God, let it go over me. Like, there was this babe in my dorm, and she was a junior student. That time she was like, oh, I can see my grandmother. And I'm like, grandma? Where are you seeing grandmother? She's like, yeah, my grandmother is on that tree watching you. And I'm like, hey, watching me? Hey, please, I don't want to say you carry your bad luck and go. Carry your bad luck and go. Leave me alone. And there was this dorm in Seka, I think the name of the dorm is Southman, where it was rumored, I've never seen, where like pens used to fly and stuff. We just had a lot of stories, you know, karashika, people getting slapped in the night, people getting pressed on their necks in the night. I know a lot of classmates that experienced that. There was just bare things, and I honestly believe in witchcraft. I'm not saying I believe in witchcraft. I believe in the spiritual. I believe that things happen in the spirit before they happen in real life. So there's just a lot to be careful about in life. But yeah, like, I would say I had my fair share of experiences from both schools. And yeah, guys, I feel like this video has already been long. If you want a part 2, if there's something in particular you want me to talk about that I haven't mentioned in this video, please do leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll be sure to make another video for you. I hope you loved this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.